is Lauren. If you're new here, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Today I just wanted to get on here really quick and share some new reads that I'll be starting this month and share a current read that I am reading right now that I am almost done. I have maybe like 50 pages left. And you guys, I do not know why anybody is not talking about this book. Like all the book talks that I watch and like all the like reviews on books, I have yet to see anybody talk about this book. And like, this is the best book that I've read like in a really long time. And I loved Verity. No, a lot of people didn't like Verity, but this is like right up there with Verity to me because that's how much I liked it. But like I said, I have 50 pages left, and just to sum it up without giving away any spoilers, this girl, she wants to die. She doesn't want to live anymore. She thinks her life sucks, and she just had it. And she overdoses. She wants to just, she overdoses, and she's like slowly dying, but she's not dead yet. She's kind of like, in my imagination, she's dreaming, but they say she's in the in-between. I don't believe in the in-between, but in my imagination, she is dreaming, and she's in this library, and it's her old elementary school library teacher, and there's all these books on the shelf, and they're her life story, and then she has this humongous book of regrets, and like, she ends up at first going into the big book of regrets, and she can relive those regrets. Like, for instance, she regretted breaking up with her boyfriend Dan, so she like went back, and they were together, and they owned their own pub because that was like always their dream. Like, they wanted to own their own pub. But when she appears in these new life, she kind of appears in the middle. She don't know anybody. She don't know anything that's going on. She kind of has to put the pieces together as she goes, because she's just like picking up in a life that she never lived. So, but she finds out that Dan isn't what she really wants, so then she goes back. Every time she's not happy with a life, she can go back to the library and like pick a new life. And there's one where she wants to be a glaciologist. I don't know, where you go look at like glaciers and like analyze them, things like that. And she wakes up and she's on this boat with this other lady and a couple other people, and she almost gets eaten by a polar bear. So she like tries to go back to the library, but she can't, because you have to like be disappointed to get out of that life. And she wasn't really disappointed with the polar bear. She was just afraid. But in certain lives, she finds out like certain people isn't in her life anymore. Like, they don't exist. Like, her mom could be dead, or her brother, or her dad. So it's definitely a really good read. If you're into stuff like that, awesome read. Highly recommend. I have some summer reads picked out here because it's getting that time of year where I need to get my mind off of everything and just take me to a place where it's coastal. So we have The Beach Trap, and I don't know what this is about, but we're going to find out. It says, two best friends torn apart by a life-altering secret. One summer set the record straight. When the 12-year-old Kat Steiner and Blake O'Neill meet at Camp Chickawash, they have an instant connection, but everything falls apart when they learn they're not just best friends. They're also half-sisters. Confused and betrayed, the girls break off all contact. 15 years later, when the father dies suddenly, Kate and Blake discover he's left them a joint inheritance. The family beach house in Destin, Florida. The two sisters are immediately at odds. Blake, who has recently been demoted from regular nanny to dog nanny, wants to sell the house. Wow, I'd love to be a dog nanny. Which social media influencer's Kat is desperate to hold on the place where she lives so many happy memories. And then the little bookshop in Cornwall. I just thought, like, honestly, this was a cover buy because this looks so cozy, and it just looks like one of those, like, cozy reads. So this was all, like, solemnly a cover buy. But it says, come and spend the summer in a charming village by the sea. Breathe in the crisp, salty air, slip off your shoes, and feel the golden sand beneath your feet. Claudia has never regretted leaving her corporate city life behind and escaping to a piece of coastal paradise. With her cheeky cat Pudding by her side, she has built a community of little friends who feel more like family. Her shop at the end of the beach road is full of things that bring joy to locals, visitors alike. Life has finally settled into a perfect, comfortable rhythm. And then Lulu's Cafe by T.I. Lowe. I was so anxious to read this book, but I did in one of my other videos. This book is so small. And, like, the writing, it's going to give me a headache, I already know, because like little books like this, I can't stand to read, but I'm going to give it a chance. Hopefully it's really good, and I will get into it. This is also a cover by. It just looks summery and cozy. It says, "Some scars don't ever heal," she whispered, "no matter how awfully bad you want them to. They're just too deep." On the run from a violent past, Leah Allen arrived in a tiny Riverton, South Carolina, battered and broken, but ready to reinvent herself by a stroke of faith. Leah is drawn to the southern hospitality of a small cafe. Lulu, the owner, offers her a job, a place to stay, and a new lease on life. Leah quickly finds herself embraced by a quaint community as she tries to put herself back together. Soon, Leah meets Crawley Mason, the most eligible bachelor in town, a lawyer and a friend of Lulu's. Crawley is weary of Leah's sudden, mysterious arrival. Despite his reserve, something sparks between them that can't be denied. But after all she's been through, can Leah allow herself to truly love and be loved, especially when her first urge is to run? Hopefully this ain't like a Hallmark kind of book, because I hate books like that. Cheesy love stuff, no. But these are my 3 reads that I picked out for summer that I want to start. And then I have the Low Country Lost. I just got that. And I also got this Rustler Mountain by Macy Yates. This is my very first book of her. I haven't got any books from her other than this one. And then I have my Jimmy Buffett, A Salty Piece of Land. These are the 3 I'm going to read next after Midnight Library, and then I'm going to start my summer reads, because by the time I get to these, it will be probably June, because I only get, like, as much as I work and stuff, I only get probably a book and a half read a month. It just depends. It's just what I feel like when I get home, if I don't have a migraine or, you know, something like that. And then I also got a couple new reads, Smoking Gun by Lainey Lawson and Fire Away. She has a new release coming out. I got to keep an eye on the time. She's got a new release coming out. What was that? Like April? You could like pre-order. I have to remember what the new release is, but this is kind of like a series, I'm assuming. But I heard really good things about her books, so I'm anxious to read them. And this is the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. I have the other one, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. It was good. It was kind of mediocre. I'm hoping this one's better. I plan on getting the whole series. They're just cozy. I mean, they're enjoyable to read. I think that they're just super cozy, but I'm going to keep this for fall. I just don't like reading books like out of season, you know, like whatever season it is, I kind of like to get in that mood, you know. The Lost Bookshop, I did have this. I was going to read that after the Midnight Library, but I decided not to, because I'm kind of reading kind of a bookish theme book right now, and I just kind of wanted to space out from that and start something that wasn't based around books. And then I also got Make You Mine. There's another book that I have coming today that's part of this series. This is a series, the Honey Mountain series. This is my very first one in this series. I'm not sure what order they go in. If you know, leave me know in the comments. But the other one I got, I'll share it with you guys. They're all Sprayed Edges books. They're really pretty. So I'm new to that series. Haven't read anything from her yet. But like my TBR cart is out of control. The Lost Apothecary. I cannot wait to read this one. This one here was like, I was going to put this on my TBR too, but I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to wait until October to read this one, because I feel like that's like an October read. I have bookshelves coming. So once I get them, I'm going to organize everything and put like winter, fall, summer reads. Because, I mean, spring reads are kind of hard to find in my opinion. I kind of feel like they're either like summer or fall. I don't really know of any spring reads offhand. This is a book that I got out of one of those boxes, like the book drops, where you can like pick the free books out of the, what are they called? They're the free little book libraries. Strawberry Summer. I just thought it was my friend actually read this and she said it was good, but I thought the cover was really cute. And it wasn't like, I don't like getting books that look crusty, like, so I'm kind of weird about, I don't want to like read a book that somebody had to look like it was in their bathtub with them. Hotel Magnifique. I cannot wait to start this one either. This is going to be kind of like a October read. This kind of has like that vibe for me. Kind of like an October kind of book. I have so much stuff on my TBR cart. I have 1,000 Boy Kisses. I think this is a series as well, because there's another one. The cover looks exactly the same, but it's not called 1,000 Boy Kisses. It's called something else. But it's literally the same cover. It's just a different title. And here's The Wives. I heard so many good things about this one as well. But yeah, I have so much on here, and I need to keep this just as a TBR cart. So once I get my bookshelves, I will organize all this, because I have like books back here that's like falling off the shelves. I'll read Our Daily Bread. That's really good too. It's kind of a nice little devotional just to pick up. And I also have 50 Shades of Grey. I like the movie. I haven't read the book yet. This was a mystery blind book. I didn't know that was in there. And then Last Call at the Local. This is a fall read too. This takes place in the fall. I do know that from reading the back of the book. So yeah, I have so many nice books on my TBR. They're just so hard to like get in and out of this cart. It's kind of a pain. Plus the cart's kind of like wobbly. So yeah, I'm excited to get started. And I also have this cute little read that I want to share with you guys while I'm in here digging around. This is called Nothing Much Happens, and this is a book that you could read before bed. It's cozy and calming stories to soothe your mind before you sleep. And I haven't started it yet, but I think I'm going to pull it out and let it lay out so I can read a couple pages a night. I have like a book in every room because like I have a routine. Like when I'm in the bathroom, I read my horse devotional book. And then like before I go to bed, like I'm reading like my midnight library book and stuff. But I think like while I'm in bed, I'm gonna read like some kind of book, you know, like have a book at like every little area of my house. So, but it's just weird, like when I'm in the bathroom for some reason, I just like pick up my devotion and I start reading it. It's just, I don't know, it's just certain books for certain things you're doing, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna let this one lay out and we're gonna see what that's all about. I got that at the Goodwill. And then I also have Ellen Hilderbrand books. I haven't started any of them yet. I have 3 of them. I have this one. The other one's paperback, so it's probably buried in Endless Summer. So I won't be able to get to that because it's like I put all the hard ones on top and then the paperbacks are on the 2 bottom shelves. So yeah, getting to that will be impossible. But I have 3 of her books. So I hope they're good. I've heard good things about them. So we'll see. And then I have some old reads too, like LeVar Spencer, Small Town Girl. So yeah. And then this is my ones I already read. This was another really, really good book that I loved, Runaway Love by Melanie Harlow. I want to get the other books in her series as well. I really enjoyed that read. So, okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little bookish conversation. If you have time to check out Midnight Library, please do. I do know that Book Outlet has this book. They did, and I got it for like $4. So if you're into something like that, really check it out because it is an excellent read. Okay, until next time.